So I came prepared this time. I'm layered because last time the gym was freezing and it is a colder day today anyway. So yeah, I'd rather have layers so I can take off than just be cold. Yeah, that it'll just, I don't know, just throw me off. So yeah, I'm happy that we came prepared and we're going to be training hamstrings and glutes. And I'm not going to lie, I feel really out of it today. I had a busy morning. I had to get up really early and I really feel out of it. A part of me is just like, okay, just try not to overthink it. Just get in the gym, get through the workouts. And I feel like for days like this, it's really nice to know what you're going to go in the gym for. Like, you know what you're going to do. Everything's like, you have like your workout plan and stuff. Because I don't know how I would do it if I didn't know what I was going to do. Because like mentally, I'm just like I said, I'm just like out of it. And so I'm just like, okay, but just try to think about it, get my body moving, and hopefully just focus on that and we'll get a good workout in. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why. It's just usually that's never the case, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it can happen, like you can be go, 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 and then you mentally are just like totally like, I don't know, you're mentally like shutting down or something. I don't know. But today feels like that. And so all I know is like we'll get through the workout and yeah, just glad that we have a plan going in there and just like getting it done. So other than that, just planning on making sure we're pushing ourselves within, the sets and reps that we're going to be doing. Yeah. And then if I just zone out or whatever, you guys know why. So we'll just have like a little warning, but I think we'll be fine. Who knows? Sometimes I tell you guys, sometimes when I start moving and like, I kind of think I like wake myself up. And I think that's why I tell you guys too, like a nice warm up sometimes is mentally helpful. And you know what? I mean, honestly, that's probably what I should do for this one because I'm just like so out of it. I don't want my workout to suffer just because I'm just like, needing to get into it. And sometimes mentally you can like, it can just mess with you. But yeah, so I think for days like that, it's totally, I feel like necessary. I don't know. We'll see. I'll head in there and I'll see you guys in there. And yeah, we'll see how the workout goes. And yeah, that's all there is to it. I'm not going to overthink it. So let's get in there. Okay, you guys know I usually use another one. Well, it's over there. I think you can see it. This one, actually, I like. I like it way more. I think the only reason why I don't usually use this one is this thing always gets stuck. So my legs would always get stuck in the machine. So I'm just like, it's just like a hassle. But either they fixed it or I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't doing it right or who knows. But anyways, it feels great right now. And kind of glad that we're on this one instead, actually. So this is going to be my second working set. And technically we're doing more weight, but sometimes, I can't really trust that because some machines I feel like do vary a little bit. But anyways, this machine technically is saying we're doing more weight, but at the end of the day, it just feels really good in the rep range that I like it at, and they feel really, I don't know, well, heavy, but good. In a good way, we want it to be heavy. We'll go ahead and get started. Okay. I am so glad I brought a sweater and we're wearing leggings because it's still cold in here. But I know once we get moving even more, will start getting really warm and hopefully sweat. And, you know, I feel like that also like helps wake you up is when you just start to sweat and everything. I guess what people call it your second wind, because you just like kind of wake up. But I feel like I'm feeling better when I got in here. Sometimes you know what helps you. So like me listening to like, I don't know, those like motivational speeches, but with like they put it in a mix of music and everything. And I don't know, to me like that really like helps me sometimes get out of my own head, because sometimes I'm just like, I don't know, I'm just grateful I get to work out. I'm grateful that I'm able to be better now than I was, you know, 5 years ago and all that stuff. And just, I guess, thinking positive and just thinking in that way instead of with me, how I was saying, I was like, I'm just kind of like, technically, I don't know, just out of it. And, but in a way, like just already going down negatively, just being like, oh, like, I don't know if I'm going to do good. I don't feel that great. I don't feel that great today. Like, you know, just starting to think negative, but I'm just like, it really does help how you speak to yourself. And so me like thinking positive is already helping a lot. So if you know what does it for you, even if it feels silly, because in my head, I'm just like, I mean, it really isn't going to do that much of a difference, but it does. It really does. So I'm glad that's helping. And, you know, it's going to be a workout regardless. I mean, hey, this machine already surprises me that I'm just like, oh, this feels really nice. So we'll do one more of these and then we'll do RDLs and, you know, go on from there. But yeah, back to listening to, because I'm listening to it also while I'm resting. And I don't know, just how it talks about like, you know, we're going to be in discomfort sometimes and we can't always imagine everything's going to be in the best scenario and we're going to feel the absolute best, you know, and then it's just like, but when you are pushed against those odds and you're not feeling your best, are you just going to stop or you're going to give up? And it mostly helps hearing that, because it's just like, well, no, like you're still going to give your best. And like, yeah, if it was easy, then everybody would do it. And it is hard some days. And sometimes, you know, it's not, but those days that they are hard, you know, it's like, well, how are you going to show up for yourself? And because it's like, it does matter. And, you know, and it kind of just helps because it's not only you showing yourself up for at the gym, but also like other aspects in your life too. And I love how you guys also see it that way. It's like the gym can relate to all other aspects of your life. And it's just like, you got to start somewhere. And either you already were implementing those things in your life and the gym was something that you added on because you're already good at it, or you started with the gym and those things that you gained from working out and being consistent and pushing through even when you didn't feel like it, those helped with, you know, life. So anyways, the days that I am feeling off, I think about those things and it helps me. But this will be the last set. Okay. This felt good. And yeah, let's head on to the next, you know, set by set. And we're getting through it. And honestly, I'm enjoying it. Whatever this, what do you call it? Melancholy feel? I don't know. It's just like kind of like a in your emotions kind of workout, and it feels good. Okay, so RDLs are feeling really good. We worked up to this weight and feeling warm now, so that's good because yeah, it was freezing in here, but now it's like I know I'm gonna like get start like sweating a little bit, which I like. Like I said, I feel like if anything, it kind of wakes you up. But just like thinking when with each rep, just feeling powerful and making sure each rep is I'm giving it my all, you know, because it's so easy to be like, oh, this is heavy. Let me just kind of relax and like, oh, I don't, you know, and like, especially since our mindset coming into the gym, I was feeling kind of like out of it. So I really want to ingrain in my head, like powerful, strong, you know, it's almost like, hey, you're here, give it your all. And you can be like that after the gym, you know, whatever, you know, is determined, like what it calls for you for that day. Right now, it's like the gym. I want to give my all. So I'm going to give my all to that. And then, well, like I told you guys, I like flex my glutes before I start just because my left glute doesn't want to activate on its own. I have to really remind it that it needs to be working just as much as the right. So just little cues that, you know, I need to from my body because of what I know how it works. So. Oh, that's right. I had to tell myself just one more. I mean, I tell you guys, like some of the things that do go through my head is, especially for lower body, because it always creeps in. I always, you know, have that statement of like, man, this is hard. I just want to like be done with this set. Like, okay, we're done. But also me knowing the way my workouts, like how it's programmed, we're only going to do this 2 more times and then we're done with this. So it's like, I want to make sure I'm giving it my all and not just be like, oh, it's okay if we don't give it all for this set. We'll do it for the next 4 or 5. It's like, no, we're here. Make it count at least, if anything, give it my all for the first, you know, 2. And then, yeah, if my body is exhausted, you know, towards the last, then it's just like, I'd rather it be that, but to know my body was, you know, giving all its capability towards the lift, you know, and not just like, if in a way, fatiguing it and then expecting the most out of it, you know? That's why, you know, listening to these things, especially on days like this, really helps, you know, because it's like that thing when people say, hang around with others that, like, you know, bring you up, push you, bring out the best in you, help you, you know, get out of your own head. But you know what? If you don't have those people around you, listen to some things. Listen to things that you know is in the same path that you're trying to have your mindset as. Because, you know, I can't, I guess, depend on someone to like get me there mentally or whatever. Like, I know what I need to do to get there. So then I need to just do what I need to do. But, you know, it just depends on the situation and what you do have access to and the people around you. But if you don't, then, you know, find what other things you have access to. So, okay, second set. I'm hoping to aim for the same amount of rep ranges. Ooh. But yeah, if you guys ever, you know, look up to someone or feel like, man, like how did they get there and all that stuff, like just know that you can too. the main thing of that is just like, they just didn't give up. You know, they kept going, and it is hard sometimes, but just keep going and don't give up on yourself. Because it's like, you know, we can be our worst enemies, and you know, you need to work for yourself, not against. And I know it's more of like, honestly, a mindset. So, ooh, okay. Light as a peanut, or nothing but a peanut, I think the statement is. Because we are powerful and yeah. Yeah, it's getting hot in here. But I'd rather have it actually really hot instead of like cold. But you know, when you start moving, especially on a leg day, it gets hot really fast. Especially when we start doing Bulgarians, because I get super sweaty doing that. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and do one more set of these. Catch you guys probably for Bulgarians is if the Smith machine is open. Because like I told you guys, I love doing it on the Smith machine. So if it's open, I want to take it. Because last time I was like, it's okay, we'll do hip thrusts. And then I, you know, had to wait a little longer than I would like to go on the Smith machine. So kind of learned my lesson. And yeah, so we'll see what's open after this. But yeah, I think I need to just go against the wall because I can't stand. Guys, I was so out of it that I noticed I put my shirt on backwards. I mean, both sides look the same, but I mean, I guess, so I guess maybe it's an honest mistake, but I was like, the shirt was like choking my neck, and I'm like, why is it like that? And then I noticed I had it on backwards. I'm so out of it, I was almost gonna say I had it on upside down. I don't even know how you could do that. But yeah. Anyways, let's go into this. So we're doing Bulgarians. These actually feel really good. So I'm happy with that. I think when I found my foot placement, knowing it's like my foot placement's like right under the bar, that feels the best because I had it a little forward, like my foot placement a little forward away from the bar, and it just felt very off. And so like now that I fixed that and then just push the bench further, because then that way we can lean, so, you know, so we can focus on the glutes, it just feels so much better. So yeah, if something feels off, mess around with it, see what's going on. Okay. So I believe, how much did we do? Well, we'll see how many reps I can do. All I know is that it feels really good, so I'm just gonna enjoy the pain. Okay. We're gonna rest a little before we go to the other side. So we'll just be too winded to even give it a fair set. Oh God. Yeah, like I want to say last time we did these, my glutes felt good, but these are like on fire. So just really glad I found that placement for it. Oh no, you're fine. I technically, yeah, just got started, but I'm usually, I mean, I don't know if I'm fast actually, I don't know, but
I am doing the same workout.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. No, because I have to rest anyway, so.
Yeah, because like my rest, my workout's kind of like on it, and I didn't want to like.
I know that feeling, yeah. Okay.
You don't mind.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Like I know you.
Oh. Okay, I just have one more leg. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Luckily, you know, we always start with the weak side first. But not saying that the right side's still not going to be hard. So let's go ahead and get started with that side, and that'll be the first set. Okay, 2 more. Thank you. That's right. Okay, since you guys saw that I was like struggling with the 8 reps, we're gonna keep it this weight. And you know, once I can do more than 8 reps, then for sure I'm gonna like add more weight. But since this is a nice weight for me right now, especially since all the focus is on my glutes, so it feels intense. I love it though. Nice. Oh. One more. Okay, so we added 5 more pounds on each side. This will be the last set. Whew. And yeah, it's gonna feel hard, but it'll be good. A good last set. Whew. Oh, one more side. Oh. Okay, so we're trying out these because I didn't know you can actually get these in the front because I don't have one. But honestly, using it, I feel like there's like a little square sponge. I feel like that would feel even better because I'm not gonna lie, I still kind of feel the bar under me a little bit. Wait, oops. I think I screwed that a little too much. Because I worked up to this weight and kind of figuring out where I like it placed on me without it hurting too much. But it does feel really nice though. I feel like my glutes feel it a lot more doing it on this one, but like I said, it still hurts me a little bit on this. That's okay, maybe I'll just like not think about it too much. Okay, so I have this, so we're gonna use this as some more cushion, which is, I'm really glad I brought this, see? It's coming into use. And I put a little bit more weight because I'm not gonna lie, I felt like I could push more weight, but like this is what was irritating me a little bit. So I don't wanna let that stop me from pushing more weight. Whew. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, guys, that hurts so bad, but not in a muscular kind of way. Hurts my bone. want to try this cushion. Oh. Oh yeah, no, way better. Wow. You know what? The sweater did not come into use actually. But yeah. So if you have one of these and it hurts you too, use this and don't even think about it. That way you can just push more weight. Okay, last one, and we're gonna try the 3 plates. Okay. So funny. I didn't think this was gonna do a big difference, and it did. So that makes me happy. Well, it's sad that I'm getting attached to the Smith machine because then, hey, if this is not open, what are we gonna do? Have to improvise. Okay. Oh, actually, let me tuck it in one more. Honestly, those 3 plates felt like they were flying up. Oh, what if we use this again? Then add some more weight, and honestly, they just felt really nice. Okay, now we'll do some posing after I clean up here. Okay, so making sure I'm in frame. I think this is good. Okay, the glutes feel great. Let me step back over here. Just the side profile. Then we'll do, oh, I like doing this one for glutes too. And hamstrings, because you're supposed to like go like this so that way you see the tie-in. But we don't have that, we're not that lean. But, you know, obviously we're just gonna practice. And then do a little hamstring. And I agree, I was bending my knee too much, so hopefully I'm not bending it that much. Maybe I need to put the camera actually a little lower because you can't see my legs too much. There we go. I still see some gap in the top. Yeah, that works. Not gonna lie, I don't feel like I'm pushing on too much. There must be a little trick. I know someone says that, gosh guys, this is a tricky one. It's crazy how people make it look so effortless. But that's why, you know, you gotta practice. You gotta start somewhere. It's like people just do, they just like sit into it. Actually, I need to look up a video because I'm like, where do I have my foot? Don't know where my foot placement is. Actually, I think it's like tippy toe because I think you're supposed to flex your calf too. Like, you know, just indirectly we'll be flexing. Yeah, that one needs some work. Okay. And then I know we did like this kind of pose, but it's the classic like side, like I guess leg out. It's always funny because you always have like one better side. Oh, I want to say that's it. I want to say I wish we can do more for the side so you can see like the hamstring and if there's any like thickness. But I mean, if I was wearing shorts, I probably can tell better. But it was too cold. I'm glad we wore leggings. So I'll just see you guys in the car. It was funny. Towards the end, I was forgetting that today started off very like, just having to push myself to go to the gym. And then at the end, just feeling super great. The workout felt super great. And I mean, I think that's always the case, right? Like you go to the gym and then after you always feel great. Like it's a very rare for you not to feel that way. I mean, unless you hurt yourself, then you're pretty bummed. But, it's always like you're always feeling great after. And it was nice. It was just a solid workout. I got to try the hip thrust on the Smith machine just because I didn't realize we can use the little like pads that we had, and so, I mean, hey, I'm not even utilizing the gym to everything that they have. So it was actually really nice using the Smith machine instead of the, machine they have for hip thrusts. I don't know, it just feels nicer for some reason. And, that's enough reason for me to keep using that. So if the Smith machine's open, I kind of want to keep using it for, of course, the Bulgarians and then using it for hip thrusts. So I don't know if, like, I don't know what we'll do if it's not open, but you know what? We're not even going to think about that. We're just going to appreciate that the workout was really good. And yeah, I'm just, feels like a whole, like, other day, just when we came in compared to how I feel now. But I think, like I was telling you guys, like, we're going to have our moments, but as long as you know how to work with them and acknowledge them, and take them as they are and not overthink it, usually you'll get what you want done, and not really, I don't know, like, like bring yourself down and then not get anything done. And then you're just kind of like where you started or even worse because you're kind of bummed that you didn't get whatever you wanted done, done. But usually, yeah, like it's always good to like know like, okay, if I'm feeling this way, what's going to help me, like get going, whatever that is mentally, even physically, just like I said, sometimes you doing like a warm up just so you can like get your body moving and then really, be focused in like in the zone when you're actually doing your actual workout. But yeah, so it's just like, I think it's nice to know yourself enough that you can help yourself when you are having like those moments. And, yeah, so I guess I just wanted to share with you guys like what I do that helps me because, I feel like like that I told you guys, it's like, it's rare, but it does happen. I do have my days I'm just like, wow, like I feel like I don't want to be here right now, but it's like, hey, I have to get it done. It's not like, and it's not going to be always, vice versa. Like it's not going to always feel like you don't want to go and it's not going to always feel like you want to go. But kind of just have to be like, okay, what are my goals? What do I need to do? And will I be happier knowing I did them versus not doing them? Because, I hate nothing more of like getting on myself being like, oh, I wish, my physique was looking like this, or I wish I was better, like getting stronger in the gym. And it's just like, and then to know, why you're not because you're not going or you're not, staying consistent. It's like, can you really be mad at yourself or like mad at the progress when you're not putting in the work? And so I always repeat that to myself. I'm like, well, I don't want to, I don't ever want to feel that way, like knowing I'm the reason why I'm not getting closer. So I never want to give myself any reasons to like, for me to be further away from my goals. So that's why we're at the gym and we did it and we got it done and yeah, I felt good after. But yeah, I know a lot of you guys say that you feel the same. Like you guys had those days and yeah, you always feel better after. And I like that we already ingrained that in our head. Like, you know what? Yeah, maybe I don't feel like 100% going into it for who knows. Like I said, physically, mentally, there's always going to be something, you know, it's life. But knowing that like, nah, like every time I go in, I always feel better after. And I love that, you know, that's the relationship you should build with yourself with anything that you want to stay consistent with. So I'm gonna head home and yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys for back and triceps tomorrow, or well, technically yeah, for me tomorrow, and I guess maybe the next day for you guys. Okay, bye.